Have you ever looked at something in the supermarket and thought, surely it can't be that bad? I know I have. For years, I never really thought much about ultra-processed foods. They were, well, just foods. But then I came across a study that made me stop and think. Scientists looked at nearly 10 million people, not 10,000, not 100,000, nearly 10 million. And what they found is definitely worth thinking about. Now, before anyone says it, no, this doesn't mean if you eat a packet of crisps, you're suddenly going to become ill. That's not what this is saying at all. What the researchers did was look at lots and lots of previous studies to see if there were any patterns, and there were. People who ate the most ultra-processed foods were more likely to have a whole range of health problems. These included heart disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, even anxiety, depression, and poor sleep. Again, it doesn't prove that ultra-processed foods cause these things, but when you keep seeing the same pattern across millions of people, I personally think that this is worth paying attention to. What really got me thinking was this. A few years ago, I probably wouldn't have even noticed. I would have picked up whatever was quick, whatever was easy. If it tasted nice, into the trolley it went. I never really stopped to ask what was actually in it. Now, I'm not saying I was eating terribly, but I definitely wasn't thinking about how processed my foods were. And this is where it gets confusing. People hear the words processed and immediately think it's bad. It's not. Frozen vegetables are processed. Cheese is processed. Even oats have been processed. Ultra-processed is something completely different. It's when foods have been changed so much that they contain lots of ingredients most of us wouldn't normally have in our kitchen. Things like emulsifiers, artificial flavors, colorings, sweeteners, modified starches, that sort of thing. What surprised me wasn't just the number of health conditions. It was that scientists are starting to think it isn't only about the sugar, or only about the fat, or only about the calories. They're wondering if it's the way these foods are made that's affecting our bodies. Maybe our gut bacteria, maybe inflammation, maybe the hormones that tell us whether we're full. They're still trying to work it out, but it's fascinating. Now, if you've watched this channel for a while, you will know that I'm not trying to be perfect. I still enjoy treats now and then, but these days, I try to make my own food. I make my own bread. I make my own nut milk. I cook from scratch, not because somebody on the internet told me to, but because I actually enjoy it. If there was one thing I would take away from this study, it wouldn't be to throw everything out of your cupboards. I'd just ask yourself one question. What's one thing that I could swap this week? Maybe it's breakfast, maybe it's your snacks, maybe it's making one meal from scratch. You don't have to change everything overnight. These little changes soon add up. So, what do you think? Have you been trying to cut back on ultra-processed foods? Have you noticed any changes? I genuinely love to hear your experience, so let me know in the comments. And if you've enjoyed this video and found it useful, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is Ray. Bye for now.